typical night of graffiti for me would be on Instagram, talking to people.
Sneak out of my house and go to the garage and sneakily grab a can and try not to let it rattle as I'm walking away.
Seeing who is available this night. If I'm going out with somebody, I usually like to start out kind of early and like paint trains, since those are pretty readily available.
Typical places might be train yards, train bridges, industrial districts, warehouses. To get up, the main thing is getting up.
It's very hard to get caught painting freight trains in Minnesota. There's just such an abundance of them, and they park them everywhere that if you know the right places, you can easily just go there and you can spend hours painting a train.
But in bigger cities, we also just hit anything, any wall, any surface, any visible area.
Streets, it's more like up close and personal.
That can involve just like tagging little things throughout the day.
Maybe less people will see it because less people go down that street, but if you paint it, there's more of a chance that you might get caught. That's why we usually hit those spots later at night.
You like to be quick?
Once you get to a spot, you kind of need to already have an idea of what you want to paint there.
Go out, get to the spot, be safe. Look out for your lights and your security guards and your cameras.
It's a very immediate type of art form.
Sometimes you might sketch something out beforehand, or you might just have something out in your head. But typically, you want to be practicing before you go out for night runs.
Once you get to a spot, once you see like the surface, you need to immediately just like that know what the thing you're painting is going to look like.
Be quiet and get your shit done and get out of there.
It's very common that, you know, you can have like upwards of like 30 minutes even of time to like paint something, especially at like a freeway spot. Never count on it.
Your depth perception is different at night. Your perception of time is different at night.
Whenever I'm painting graffiti, I need to think, just fill it in, then outline it as fast as possible. I can worry about cleaning it up later. I can worry about adding like doodads in the fill later.
You gotta be careful when you're doing it. But for the most part, it's honestly not that dangerous if you're not in a super hot, hot cop spot or a really lit up district. You should be fine.